Hello everyone. Today we will discuss Towards a Feminist Poetics, an essay by Ellen Sowelter. Ellen Sowelter is one of the most well-known names in the field of criticism in general and feminist criticism in particular. She is one of the founders of feminist literary criticism, and she is an American literary critic, feminist, and writer on cultural and social issues. So one can see her from various points of views. It is Ellen Sowelter who developed the concept and practice of gynocritics. Gynocritics is a term that describes the study of woman as writer. In this, according to this term, one studies woman as writer, how a woman produces, how a woman does produce text and literature. One can study in this according to this term. In the field of criticism, Ellen Sowelter is a prominent name, and in general, she is a critic, but in particular, she is a feminist critic. Now, we will see that how her essay describes the status of women in the field of literature and criticism. Her essay Towards a Feminist Criticism is one of her most important and most influential critical essays. Like her other major works, in this work, present essay, Ellen Sowelter tries to analyze the field of feminist criticism from different points of views, and here in this text she suggests some changes required to make the field more effective. She suggests some changes in the field of feminist criticism so that this field can be more effective. She is concerned with stereotypes of feminism that see feminist critics as being obsessed with the phallus. The term feminism is seen sometimes as being obsessed with the phallus, means differences of sex, and obsessed with destroying male artists. Uh, According to this term feminism, one sees feminism as that one competes with male sex, and one sees the difference between sexes that are male and female, and one can consider that in this view, female tries to destroy male artist, but Sowelter denies this thing, and she establishes her own views and concepts towards this term. Sowelter wonders if such stereotypes emerge from the fact that feminism lacks a fully articulated theory. And there are many problems for Sowelter in this field. And another problem for Sowelter is the way in which feminists turn away from theory as a result of the attitudes of some male academics. The theory of feminism stemmed from the attitude of some male academics. This is the big problem for discussion of this term or this field, feminist criticism. Theory is their property. Theory is the property of male academics. Sowelter writes, from this perspective, the academic demand for the theory can only be heard as a threat to the feminist need for authenticity, and the visitor looking for a formula that he or she can take away without personal encounter is not welcome. And this essay, as we have seen that, Walter's most important and most influential critical essay. Sorry. In this work, she tries to analyze the field of feminist criticism from different points of view, and we know that she suggests some changes that are required to make the field of feminist criticism more effective. So, in this sequence, she discusses some following points. She first sees woman as reader, that is included in feminist critique. Then she sees woman as writer, and the analysis of woman as writer is termed as gynocritics. Next, she presents the problems of feminist critique. What are the problems uh, that one can find in the field of feminist critique? Programs of gynocritics. What are the functions of gynocritics? What gynocritics do is included in the programs of gynocritics, and then Showalter discusses the different stages of feminist criticism. The beginning stage is termed as feminine, then feminist, and female stages. So these are three stages of development of feminist criticism: feminine, feminist, and female stages. First of all, we see that Ellen Showalter presents woman as reader or feminist critique. The way in which a female reader changes our apprehension of a given text, awakening it to the significance of its sexual codes, historically grounded inquiry which probes the ideological assumptions of literary phenomena. Subjects include the images and stereotypes of women in literature, the omissions of and misconceptions about women in criticism, and the fissures in male constructed literary history. Concerned with the exploitation and manipulation of the female audience, especially in popular culture and film, and with the analysis of women as sign in semiotic system, political and polemical like the Old Testament looking for the errors of the past. Woman reads as a man or male artist creates or produces, and a male artist presents woman as an object, and she is uh, seen in this view. One of the problems of the feminist critique is that it is male oriented. As we know that there are many problems in this field of feminist criticism, and one of them is that it is male oriented. If we study stereotypes of women, the sexism of male critics, and the limited roles women play in literary history, we are not learning what women have felt and experienced, but only what men thought women should be. So, in this field, the views of men about women are presented and studied. The critique also has a tendency to naturalize women's victimization by making it the inevitable and obsessive topic of discussion. Next, we come to the woman as writer or gynocritics. The term gynocritics was coined by Showalter in order to describe literary criticism based in a feminine perspective. Probably the best description Showalter gives of gynocritics is in Towards a Feminist Poetics. In contrast to angry or loving fixation on male literature, the program of gynocritics is to construct a male framework for the analysis of women's literature. So, in the term gynocritics, we study sorry in the term of programs of gynocritics, we study the functions of gynocritics or the critics in this field of feminist criticism. The functions are to develop new models based on the study of female experience rather than to adapt male models and theories. Gynocritics begins at the point when we free ourselves from the linear absolutes of male literary history, stop trying to fit women between the lines of the male tradition, and focus instead on the newly visible world of female culture. This does not mean that the goal of gynocritics is to erase the difference between male and female writing. So there is a difference between male and female writing, but the aim of is not to erase this difference. This to erase the difference is not the function of gynocritics. Gynocritics is not on a pilgrimage to the promised land in which gender would lose its power, in which all text would be sexless and equal like angels. Rather, gynocritics aims to understand the specificity of women's writing, not as a product of sexism, but as a fundamental aspect of female reality. Its prime concern is to see woman as producer of textual meaning with history, themes, genres, and structures of literature by women. Its subjects include the psychodynamics of female creativity. So, what is the main purpose of this gynocriticism or feminist criticism? That the psychodynamics of to study or analyze or to consume the psychodynamics of female creativity. Female also has creativity. It studies linguistics and problems of a female language in literary text. So, what is the another function of this gynocritics? That gynocritics studies linguistics and the problems of a female language in a literary text. It reviews the trajectory of the individual or collective female literary career. It means it includes all female writers. It does not take any individual female writer, but it takes female as a whole. It proposes to construct a female framework for the analysis of women's literature to develop new models based on women's experience. Its study focuses on the newly visible world of female culture, hypothesis of a female subculture, the occupations, interactions, and consciousness of women. It projects how feminine values penetrate and undermine the masculine systems that contain them. And at its extreme, it is engaged in the myth of the Amazons and the fantasies of a separate female society.